Welcome to this week's episode of Humans in 5.
Our loyal viewers have certainly noticed that we're located in different parts of the world. Over here in the UK, it's been a pretty mild winter, as per usual. It's been a bit windy and we did have a cold snap, but pretty normal so far.
Well, how nice for you. Over here, we've had some spectacularly cold days. Some days in central Canada and the US Midwest have been record-breaking cold due to the polar vortex. We've been hitting below minus 30 degrees Celsius with a wind chill, and Toronto had a record single-day snowfall.
With this wintry weather blasting the northern hemisphere, there's some miscommunication happening about what these temperatures mean. Many people have been tackling the myths, but today we'd like to add our 2 cents.
Some of the miscommunication has surrounded the ideas regarding two key terms: weather and climate. Weather represents atmospheric events that are occurring at a given moment. Weather may refer to things like current temperature, humidity, cloud cover, sunshine, and wind. Weather patterns are short-term changes. You may experience many different kinds of weather in a matter of minutes.
While weather patterns speak to trends that occur in a very short-term fashion, climate represents long-term changes that summarize average trends in a certain region. So, climate may represent average temperatures, average rainfall, or average sunshine hours in a certain area.
It's always worth bearing in mind that there's frequently a mismatch between the weather we experience and broader climate trends. For example, we had some freezing cold days this time last year in January and February 2018. The daily weather might have been fresh, but last year was one of the hottest years on record in Canada.
Also, the trends that might occur in a single area may be quite different than those experienced in other regions. Even if we take a quick peek around the world today, we'll see some crazy weather patterns contributing to longer climate trends. For example, it's fresh up in Canada, but in Australia, record heat waves are causing major issues. Also, patterns are increasingly characterized by instability and a lot less predictability. Erratic patterns seem to be the way of the future.
So why do we emphasize this difference between climate and weather, and what are the misconceptions? Short-term weather patterns contribute to long-term climate patterns, but a small-scale, day-long weather perturbation does not a climate pattern make. We may find it difficult to distinguish between short and long-term trends when we're shivering at the bus stop, but that doesn't change the fact that averages are not quite the same as the weather at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Also, these changes are not occurring in isolation or for no particular reason. Climate change is very real and a trend severely driven by human actions. This awareness is becoming pretty mainstream, but it's always worth a reminder that our actions go a long way towards shaping our world and the climate trends we observe.
So whether you're sizzling down under or shivering in the Great White North, we hope that our little chat today helps you remember that your weather report and climate report may not always agree.
Keep your eyes on the skies and do what you can for our planet. And we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe.